Hello everyone, welcome to the Network Fixer, your go-to channel for networking, security and automation. Here we break down complex networking concepts into simple, practical solutions you can actually use in the real world. Whether you are an IT professional, a student or someone passionate about technology, you are in the right place. Let's dive in and fix the networks together. In this video, I will try to cover some of the high-level questions asked in one of the network and automation engineering interviews, covering core network fundamentals, routing and switching, network design, security, cloud technologies, and automation practices. The discussion focused on real-world troubleshooting scenarios, scalable network architecture, and the practical use of automation, tools like Python and Ansible to improve operational efficiency. Overall, the interview evaluated both deep technical knowledge and the ability to apply automation and leadership skills in complex networking environments. What happens when you type a URL in a browser? This was the first question. When you type a URL in the browser, the system first performs DNS resolution to find the server's IP address, then establishes a TCP and TLS handshake to securely connect and send an HTTP request. The server responds with the requested data and the browser renders the content for you to view. The next question was, what is the difference between TCP and UDP? TCP is connection oriented and reliable. UDP is connectionless and faster but unreliable. The next question, explain subnetting briefly. Subnetting divides a network into smaller segments to optimize IP usage and reduce broadcast domains. Next question, what is an ARP? ARP stands for Address Resolution Protocol. ARP maps IP addresses to MAC addresses within a LAN. Next question, what is MTU and why is it important? MTU stands for Maximum Transmission Unit. It is the maximum packet size transmitted without fragmentation. Incorrect MTU causes performance issues. Next question, what is the difference between OSPF and BGP? OSPF stands for Open Standard Path First. It is an IGP used inside organizations. BGP stands for Border Gateway Protocol. It is an EGP used between autonomous systems. What is ECMP? ECMP stands for Equal Cost Multipath. It allows load balancing across multiple equal cost routes. Next question, what is VLAN and why do we use it? A VLAN logically segments networks to improve security and performance. Next question, explain spanning tree protocol in brief. STP or spanning tree protocol is used for preventing layer 2 loops by blocking redundant paths. What is VRRP or HSRP? They provide gateway redundancy for high availability. Next question, how do you troubleshoot network latency? I would start by checking the bandwidth first and later on moving on to packet loss if there are any. I will also check the routing path, MTU issues and device utilization. Next question, what is a broadcast storm? Excessive broadcast traffic causing network congestion, often due to loops. Next question, explain high availability in network design. Redundancy in links, devices, power and routing protocols to avoid single points of failure. Next question, what tools do you use for troubleshooting? Ping, traceroute, Wireshark, SNMP monitoring, logs and flow analysis. What is QoS? QoS stands for Quality of Service. QoS prioritizes critical traffic over less important traffic. Next question, what is a firewall's role? Firewall is a security device which is used for controlling inbound and outbound traffic based on security policies. What is the difference between IDS and IPS? IDS stands for Intrusion Detection System and IPS stands for Intrusion Prevention System. IDS detects threats, IPS detects and actively blocks them. What is Zero Trust Networking? Never trust by default. Verify every access request. Explain VPN types. Site-to-site VPN and remote access VPN. Site-to-site VPN connects networks. Remote VPN connects users. What is segmentation? Dividing networks to reduce attack surface and improve security. What is sdwan? Sdwan stands for Software Defined WAN. It optimizes traffic across multiple WAN links. What is SASE? SASE stands for Secure Access Service Edge. It's a cloud-based framework combining networking and security services. What is the difference between VPC and VLAN? VPC is a cloud virtual network. VLAN is a layer 2 segmentation. What is load balancing? Distributing traffic across servers for performance and availability. Explain hybrid cloud networking. Cloud networking is the secure connectivity between on-premises and cloud via VPN or direct links. Next question, why automate network tasks? Automation is required mainly to reduce human error, improve speed, and ensure consistency. Next question, what tools are used for network automation? Python, Ansible, Terraform, REST APIs, Git. What is infrastructure as code or IAC? IAC is used for managing infrastructure using version controlled code. What is REST API? A web interface allowing programmatic interaction with devices. Explain idempotency in automation. Running automation multiple times gives the same result. What Python libraries are used in networking? NetMiko, Paramiko, and NAPALM. What is CI/CD in networking? Automated testing and deployment of network changes. Why use version control? Version control is used to track changes and enable rollback. What is Ansible playbook? A YAML file defining automation tasks. How do you handle automation failures? Automation failures are handled by logging, validation checks, and rollback mechanisms. Next question, how do you manage large network changes? Large network changes are managed through change management, testing, and rollback plans. How do you prioritize incidents? Incidents are prioritized based on business impact and urgency. How do you mentor junior engineers? By knowledge sharing, documentation, and hands-on training. What is capacity planning? Capacity planning means forecasting future network needs. How do you ensure documentation quality? Based on standard templates and regular updates. Next question, a site is down. What is your first step? Confirm the scope and isolate the failure domain. Next question, users report intermittent slowness. What do you check? Bandwidth usage, packet loss, and device health. Next question, automation script breaks production. What do you do? Roll back immediately and analyze root cause. Next question, how do you design a scalable network? I design a scalable network by using a modular architecture and redundancy. Next question, how do you reduce human errors? Standardization and automation. Next question, what is EVPN and VXLAN? These are the scalable layer 2 overlay over layer 3 networks. What is network telemetry? Real-time streaming performance data. Explain microsegmentation. Fine-grained security policies within data centers. What is intent-based networking? Automating network tasks based on business intent. What trends are shaping networking? Automation, AI-driven operations, and cloud integration. Thank you for watching this video on the Network Fixer. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more networking tips, automation tutorials, and real-world troubleshooting guides. Drop your questions in the comments. I would love to help. Until next time, keep learning and keep fixing your network. Thank you for watching. You have a great day. Bye-bye.